Alright, we're back. Every time I turn on the camera, I forget what I'm supposed to be saying. But here's our next step. Last step we did the water slides. And this step we're going to do, it's alcohol ink. And it's rainbow, and you can see it on my finger. It's iridescent. It's really super pretty. I do not remember where I got it. I will try and figure it out, and I will link it below. Just got to give it a good shake, and then I just put it on and spread it around. That's all. Just want a little bit of a shimmer. Just subtle. You can see it's just subtle. Subtle shimmer. So the steps we've done so far, we've applied our images that were printed from just regular printer paper, and then I'm going to try to get the bottom and stay in the camera at the same time. It's so awkward. Okay, we printed our images, regular computer paper, and we applied them to the cup that was dry brushed with acrylic paint. Apply the image, cut, tear, burn the images, apply them with Mod Podge. I did 2 layers. I did some computer images, I did a layer of epoxy, and then I applied a few more of the images from the computer, and then I applied epoxy, and then we did our water slides. There's one. This is a water slide. I used what is it, the inkjet water slide, and just printed them off images I found on Google, printed them off on the water slide paper, give them a good seal. I use triple thick and the Rust-Oleum clear 2x 2x. You give them a good seal, a good coat. First, it doesn't it helps prevent your ink from running, and it also actually makes the water slide paper a little bit easier to work with. And then on that layer of epoxy, apply your water slide images. Now, these water slide images, because I want the cup to look old and worn and all that, I didn't care if a water slide had some wrinkles in it, or yeah, stuff like that, wrinkles. I think I tore one and I left it because I liked it. I just can't find, there's one, because I liked the way it looked. And you can add your foil if you're using it now. And well, that ran. Let me see if I can get it. If not, I have to get some alcohol to fix it. There you go. That's good. Yeah, so okay, so the alcohol rainbow iridescent stuff is put on. I'm going to let that dry, and then I will be back in a few minutes for a coat of epoxy. And it's going to be really awkward. I'm going to tell you that right now. I have to use a silicone brush because I'm out of gloves and I can't find them anywhere because, quarantine. So I'll be back. Okay, we're back, and I feel I should apologize right now for all the separate parts, and then I was forgetting where I left off at. So this tutorial, you know, it is not the best. I know that. I gotta learn to plan things out. I have to learn to stop saying every other word. So if you have any questions, please post them below, and I'd be more than happy to answer them, because I know this is a little bit of a you know, cluster of you know, information. So, but we're on, which probably is the last step, as long as it, you know, there's no bumps or anything. I just got done putting this alcohol ink on. What's it? It's Marabu. And that's all dry. And now I have to do my epoxy, which I'm out of gloves, like I had said, so I have to do it with the acrylic brush, which I am not used to doing. So it's going to be awkward. And if I look like a hot mess, my apologies. So here we go. Put the epoxy on. So how's everybody doing in quarantine? Yesterday was what should have been my daughter's wedding. And what really sucks is the day was gorgeous. But, you know, stuff happens. But yeah, it's been postponed till September, hopefully. I'm not, some people I think are really good at doing epoxy with the silicone brush. Me, not so much, but you know, you gotta improvise. My husband bought me gloves, but they're latex and like an extra large, because that's all I had. And my epoxy comes out worse with those gloves than this silicone brush, because they're so big. So, and they're latex, not the, what is it, nitro, which you should be using with all your other PPE. And all of my coats of epoxy have been thin, because there are so many layers. You probably don't have to do as many layers. You know, you could probably apply all your decoupage images in one shot. I like to do them in multiple layers because it adds a lot of depth to everything. And I like it. And I apologize for, I'm doing the, I don't know if we're in camera, but I'm just doing the bottom of the cup with epoxy. Apologize for the water slide section. If you have any questions, please ask. You know, we're all in, you know, quarantine, lockdown, all that. There's so many people home 24/7. And there was people all over. I could hear them outside the door. And I got really paranoid that they could hear me. So I rushed through. I rushed through it. So it's not the best. But somebody had asked me to do a video for the We Are the People Cup. So hopefully I can redeem myself then. Okay. The next part is we're going to use a little bit of the mixative, and I believe this is rose gold. I'll give it a good shake. don't know what I did with it. Cup. God only knows. Like my room's like 2 by 2. And by 2 by 2, I mean 2 inches. And I lost the cup. Okay, that's a good shake. I'm gonna put on a latex glove because I do need to use my finger, and I don't know how it will work with the brush, and I don't want to ruin my cup. So, just gonna put it on my finger. And I seriously can't find it. Okay. Whatever. I lost it. Okay. So, the rose gold mixative. And I'm just going to put a little bit on my finger. Like, just a little bit. And then I'm going to brush it like that. So, and smear it around. This part, less is more. That's still something I have trouble with. I'm working on it. But basically, I guess I could have done my epoxy like this. Note to self, next time. So you're putting this on, you're basically wiping a lot of it off, making it a bit transparent so you can see through it. Just lends to the worn, aged look that I'm going for. I think that's enough. Let me stand up, get a better look. It's a little bit much there. Hopefully that'll move when it spins. Okay, that's it. Okay, we're gonna hit it with a little bit of heat, pop any bubbles, and then if it needs a good sand, you know, if there's bumps, I'll give it a nice sanding, and I'll do one last coat of epoxy, but then we're done. So we're basically done. So I hope you give it a shot. I can see where I do need to sand. Give it a shot, and if you do, please post your cup over in the Pixie Dust Glittering Company Facebook group. I'd love to see it. I'd love to have you join anyway. It's fun. So, okay, enjoy your Sunday.